Alright, so it is currently 5 a.m. when I'm recording this video, and because the weapon we're talking about is incredibly boring, I thought this sort of laid back, tired version of myself would make for an appropriate style of video. Maybe not a good video, but an appropriate style. So I hope you enjoy as we do a casual overview of the Grau 556. So you just spent the better part of your evening and into the middle of the night playing with the Grau 556 in Modern Warfare, and when you go to make a video about it, you don't have anything interesting to say. And not just because you're a lazy content creator, but because what you're talking about is so incredibly boring, it's hard to say anything that's worth listening to. The Grau 556 is a lazy addition to Modern Warfare's weapon roster. It is a 750 round per minute assault rifle capable of getting a 4 to 5 shot kill. You can bring the shots to kill down if you get headshots. And how boring is this? Like, it's a 556 rifle firing at 750 rounds per minute. And it has low recoil. I'm sorry, this is literally if the Kilo wasn't the Kilo, the M4 wasn't the M4, and the Ram wasn't the Ram. It's just this generic, low recoil, decent DPS assault rifle that I have no idea why Infinity Ward added it. This weapon adds absolutely nothing to the game. There's no conversion kit for this gun that makes it add anything to the game. They could have made this a dedicated burst weapon like the FAMAS and allowed you to then convert it to full auto. So it could have been like a SWAT 556, but like you could convert it to full auto instead of a full automatic weapon you can convert to burst if you feel so inclined to be ridiculous. I realize that it's hard to be creative when dealing with real world weapons, but you have to look at Modern Warfare and ask yourself, what does this game already have in terms of weapons? And ask yourself, how would adding this new one affect that in a meaningful way? What role is this rifle filling that another rifle isn't already filling? Like, is it a slightly more mobile Kilo? The Kilo, the weapon that you can already take the stock off of and add stippled grip and build it for speed if you wanted to? It's like, what, if you want a more accurate M4 or a more stable RAM? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't get the point of this weapon. Now you might say, boom, there's some nuances you're not looking at when looking at the Grau 556. You're thinking of it as like, oh, well, every weapon needs to have its own role and there needs to be a reason to run one weapon over another, when really there's little nuances in terms of the milliseconds it takes to aim down sight or the movement speed or whatever. And to that I say, who the fuck cares? I'm not a pro player. I don't care about milliseconds, I don't care if this is slightly better at ADSing than a different assault rifle or with a certain configuration has slightly more range than, let's say, the Kilo. I don't care. How it feels to use in my hands when I'm playing the game is so damn similar to so many other rifles in this game. I don't want to use it. I don't care to use it. There's no gimmick. There's no fun conversion kit. There's nothing that makes this an interesting choice for your loadouts. I've seen people say that the Grau feels really good or they really like it. And I think what they mean to say is, wow, this feels really familiar. Like, if you love the Grau, then I hate to break it to you, but you could have been loving the Kilo and had roughly the same effect, depending on what attachments you put on it and what you spec it into. I personally like building my Kilo for long range. I like building it with a 19-inch barrel and a monolithic suppressor, and just build it so that it can get a 4-shot kill as far as the eye can see, or around 45 meters or so. And with the Grau, I don't care. So one thing I did do is I took this gun into Plunder, and upon using the longer barrel and a Merc foregrip and stuff, 60 round magazine, of course, because that's what this game needs. And honestly, those extended magazines are essential for game modes like Battle Royale or Plunder, in my opinion. We'll get to that when I make my video about the best weapons to use for Warzone, which will be a very subjective video about weapons I like the feel of when playing at the ranges and the engagements that game modes like Plunder and Battle Royale take you into. But either way, I used the Grau in Plunder and I enjoyed using it, but the whole time I was thinking I could just be using the M4, I could just be using the Kilo. Like, there's no reason to use the Grau. Maybe it's slightly better at something compared to the other rifles I'm talking about. Okay, then use it for that thing it's slightly better at, but it's so similar. And even if, let's say, it aimed down sight 100% faster than every other assault rifle, that's not going to make it fun for me. Like, I'm really hoping the next DLC gun is actually interesting. Because I'm happy that the Grau is good, it's fun, it's a good gun, it's a solid weapon, it's competitive, it's easy to use, it works well in Plunder with the right configuration, which I really like, and then it also works well in your standard TDM, Domination, Kill Confirmed. You know, it's a very versatile weapon, you can combine a lot of different attachments for a lot of different situations, but it's not fun. It's not interesting. Why did I grind for this? I guess obviously the battle pass just moves while you're playing, so I can't really complain. But I just really hope Season 3 has better weapons. Like, more interesting additions to the game. Like a 20mm cannon for the sniper class, or automatic pistols, or a shotgun that has incendiary rounds. Okay, maybe not that specifically, but I would enjoy some variety, something to really look forward to, something to learn, like the crossbow. The crossbow sucks dick, but it's so fun to use because it's unique. It added something new to the game. Alright, so to wrap up my thoughts on the Grau 5.56, it's versatile, it's solid. If you like the Kilo or the M4 or the Ram, it's comparable to those. It's a good, solid, mid to long range assault rifle. It struggles a little bit up close because it doesn't fire as fast as something like the Ram, but it's so easy to manage, I would doubt that that's going to be an actual issue for you. I have nothing more to say. I'm very tired. My voice is dead because I've been talking to my friends and I'm still a little bit sick. I'm getting over being sick, so I'm a little congested. So this isn't like a fake voice. I'm leaning back in my chair. I'm just sort of talking quietly because it's kind of late. And, 5:30 in the morning is late. Fuck, that's early. But either way, I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.